you wanna thing your own.
Wait, she never told me she was sick of me.
Oh, she did. Where's the Bluetooth speaker, honey?
Wait.
Where's the Bluetooth speaker, honey?
Wait, no.
Honey bun. Honey bun.
You added me on Snapchat.
Honey bun. Bluetooth speaker. Honey bun.
You got the messages right here.
Wait, where did she? I swear to God, she never told me.
Akash, the man caught up in Vitaly's alleged setup, is finally speaking out. And what he's saying flips the whole story on its head. He claims Vitaly threw a label on him that can destroy a person overnight, the kind of accusation that sticks to your name, your career, your entire future without warning. According to Akash, the claim wasn't just wrong, it had no real backing at all. He says it came out of nowhere, with zero proof to support it. Later on, police looked into everything and cleared him completely, confirming there was no evidence behind what was pushed during that live stream.
I can let your son explain what happened, but long story short, your son was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And we didn't know if he was a suspect in a case or not, so we took him to the station to conduct an investigation and interview, and we determined that he was not the right suspect we were looking for. So your son was perfectly compliant, he was cool with us, and he just happened to be wrong place, wrong time. And at the time of our investigation, we thought he was involved just because he happened to be where he was, which nowhere back, just and we thought that he might be our suspect, so we took him in for questioning, and obviously we determined that he's not our suspect and he is not arrested, he's not getting charged with anything or anything like that.
For anyone who didn't catch it, here's the quick breakdown. Vitaly was hosting one of his so-called predator sting streams, where things moved fast and emotions ran high. When Akash got pulled into it live, the accusations hit hard and loud, and viewers were watching it all unfold in real time. But once authorities stepped in and checked the facts, the story fell apart. No charges, no case, nothing to support what people were told that night.
Tried to talk to them. I tried to tell them, look, like, this wasn't me. I didn't do anything wrong. I wanted to show them all the texts and everything. I wanted to get to the bottom of this. And the woman started talking about a second Snapchat. And I was like, I only have one Snapchat. I don't have two Snapchats. And that's not me. You're talking to someone else. That's a completely different person. I didn't know if it was a completely different person. I don't know if she made up the Snapchat, if this was something done by them on purpose. I had no idea.
Now Akash is stepping forward, telling his side, and it changes everything. He says during the stream, Vitaly's team exposed his private information for everyone to see. Viewers didn't just watch, they reacted instantly. People were even heard saying things like, "Go cancel this guy and inform his business," pushing others to reach out and target his life directly. That kind of pressure can destroy someone's livelihood in hours, no question.
They didn't mute the mic.
Oh, so they were filming you, basically saying, here's like my info.
Yes.
That's
and then
crazy.
They muted it
with the cross streets.
Yeah, like the moment when they muted it was when I was giving out the address. But before that, they
were filming the whole thing.
Yeah.
They never stopped recording.
Yeah, I mean, they knew I was gonna give my information because they heard the cop ask me what's all my information. They didn't mute the mic or anything like that. And then even then, like I said, I was saying my name, and they said, "Oh, like you made a mistake. Now everyone's gonna know who you are," or whatever. And then but even then after that, they called out my LinkedIn, my business. They told people to go cancel me and my business. And so before, during, and after this entire thing, they told people to go after my business.
Akash says he felt shocked and overwhelmed being put on the spot like that. His mind was spinning, thinking about his family, his job, and how a label like that can follow you forever, even after being proven false. Because once something explodes online, it spreads fast, and pulling it back feels almost impossible.
I haven't gone out in public, really.
Yeah, I remember you even saying like you're worried about going to the airport.
Yeah. Just because we don't know what people are thinking, and we don't know what's going on. Who knows, right? And so this is like, we're all very private. This is, my first time in the spotlight, and it's something that I did not ask for.
Now the spotlight shifts to a bigger question. Did Vitaly and his crew actually act responsibly, or were they chasing views without checking the facts first? That's where things start to get messy. Akash didn't sit around arguing online. He made a sharp move and called the police right away. Instead of going back and forth on a live stream, he brought in real law enforcement and made sure everything was handled properly. He even handed over his phone on the spot, making it clear he wanted full transparency and everything documented the right way. That choice ended up protecting him in a major way. Later, when he shared parts of his police interview, it was obvious the officers took the situation seriously.
You just thought we didn't have to on Snapchat, buddy.
Guess what? No,
We read the right evidence.
Guess what? Hello. Guess what? Can you guys come to my location?
Yeah.
Can you guys come to my location right now? I am at 3705.
You must have 2 Snapchats.
You could even see they had some sympathy once they understood what he had been dragged into. Because situations like this aren't small, they can wreck a person's life overnight. Once someone gets hit with a label like that publicly, it spreads fast and sticks hard. A lot of viewers don't wait for updates or corrections either. They see one clip, make a judgment, and move on. That label follows you everywhere. Search results, comment sections, social media, it doesn't just fade away. Akash explained how this has already impacted both his personal life and his work, and it's not something that just disappears once the truth comes out. He also pointed out something even more unsettling: the unknown audience. You never really know who was watching that stream or who fully believed what they saw in the moment. Online spaces include people who can take things too far, and when accusations spread that fast, some may feel justified acting on them.
Making him a victim. Yep. No, I 1000% agree with you, and we had talked to your son too. We're gonna give him paperwork and documentation, along with our business card, the case number, because we're still gonna do a report and document his innocence. And the rest of what you can do with that person and stuff would be civil stuff, lawsuits and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I can't really give legal advice when it comes to civil litigation. But if you wanted to pursue something like that, obviously that's your prerogative. But that would be something that you guys would have to independently.
That kind of uncertainty creates real fear and stress. Akash made it clear he never wanted any public attention and had never been part of anything like this before. And suddenly, he's right in the middle of it all. Being thrown into the spotlight like that hit hard. It wasn't something he ever signed up for, and it showed. Akash opened up about how overwhelming it felt, especially when he talked about his family. You could see the emotion take over as he explained how they had to sit there and watch everything unfold in real time.
But yeah, I'm going to give your son every single piece of paperwork we have with case numbers, badge numbers, and everything, so you guys can have all that information as well for your own.
Officer, we really appreciate that you timely came there and saved my son. Thank you so much, sir. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah, I genuinely, I feel bad. It's a shame this happened. So
they stood by him, no question, but that doesn't erase the stress of seeing someone you care about get accused so publicly. At one point, things got so intense that he hired private security.
I hired security, even though it's super expensive. We were just scared, really scared. Like, what's gonna happen? Is anyone gonna, they have my name, they have everything, my business. Are they gonna find out where I live? Are they gonna come? Like, one of the reasons why I wasn't leaving the house was because what if someone's waiting for me outside? I've never been in this position, I've never had the whole world spotlight on me. And like, who knows what people are gonna, think and do.
That alone says a lot about how serious the situation became. When accusations spread that fast and hit that level, there's always the risk that someone out there might take things too far. And just knowing that possibility exists can completely change how safe a person feels in their own space. Hearing Akash explain everything in his own words hits completely different. Reading headlines is one thing, but listening to someone describe the moment as it happened makes it real in a way clips never can. He said one of the toughest parts was not knowing if people would even believe him. When stories explode online, people often jump straight to the worst conclusion without waiting for facts. Even if your family knows who you really are, that fear still creeps in. That moment of what if doesn't just disappear. Thankfully, his family, especially his dad, stood solid behind him. You could even hear the weight in his father's voice during the police conversation, and it said everything without needing to be spelled out.
My god sister is a top lawyer in California. I'm going to take it very serious, and I'm going to take this to all the level up. I'm not going to leave these guys.
Yeah, as you should. If I was a father, I would do the same thing. I genuinely feel bad for your son.
These are serious accusations for any family to face, and hearing something like that tied to your name cuts deep.
3 seconds of me exiting my car, there's just like 9 people with like 5 cameras shoved in my face, saying the craziest stuff. I had no idea what was going on. I mean, in my head, I was just like, is this a prank? Like, what is going on? In my head, and I think I even said this in the video, like, is this a prank? Because I knew I was completely innocent, and I knew that Like, I had done nothing wrong.
Akash also revealed that after the public apology, Vitaly never reached out to him personally. That stuck with him. It felt like there was no real accountability beyond what had to be said out loud.
Aside from right after the apology asking what we were going to do legally, no, he has not reached out.
Meanwhile, he's still dealing with backlash online. If you scroll through posts about the situation, you'll see people still questioning him, saying things like, "I don't believe this guy," or "there had to be proof," showing just how long that doubt can linger. That's the harsh reality of viral accusations. Once they're out there, they don't fully disappear, even when someone is cleared. Doubt sticks around in certain corners of the internet, and it can follow a person for a long time. Akash then broke down how the entire situation allegedly got mixed up, and honestly, it points to some serious carelessness. According to him, his only interaction with the decoy happened on a dating app, nothing outside of that. At the same time, the decoy was reportedly talking to someone else on Snapchat. In that separate conversation, there was allegedly a claim about being underage. Akash says the team mixed up the two conversations and didn't properly confirm who they were dealing with before confronting him on camera. If that's true, it suggests things moved way too fast without basic verification. And that's where things get concerning. In the rush to create intense, dramatic content, it seems like simple checks may have been skipped completely. Akash described those first moments of the confrontation as unreal. He genuinely thought it had to be some kind of prank because the accusation sounded so extreme. He said he was stuck in disbelief, trying to process what was happening while cameras were pointed at him and serious claims were being thrown around. That kind of shock can completely freeze someone. It's not something you can prepare for. When you really think about it, being publicly accused, filmed, pressured, and judged instantly by thousands of strangers is overwhelming on a whole different level. For most people, it's hard to even imagine being in that situation. But for Akash, it wasn't hypothetical. It was happening in real time, standing there while a group surrounds you, shouting intense accusations just to capture dramatic footage. That's the part that really hits. According to Akash, it didn't feel like anyone was searching for the truth. It felt more like a performance designed to pull in views and reactions.